Compass FM. Darral Campbell. Darral is a regular guest here at Compass. She is the manager of Dementia Canterbury and joins me in studio. A very good afternoon, Darral.
Kia ora, John.
Lovely
nice to see you.
You too. Lovely day. Beautiful day out there.
Absolutely glorious.
As we often say, you've got a big job. You cover a huge area. And today we're talking people with dementia and the importance of being fully vaccinated and their carers as well, I guess, Darral. Just why is it so important for people with dementia and their care partners to be fully vaccinated?
One of the realities, sadly, about dementia is that it makes people more vulnerable to lots of things. But in terms of COVID, people with dementia who develop COVID have a 5 times death rate of any other group that might get COVID. And I guess, sadly, that's reflected in the statistics worldwide, where in lots of places in Europe and the States, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people with dementia have been the first people who've died as a result of COVID. So that's an important message to get out to our community that understandably people have concerns about vaccination and the pros and cons of vaccinating people, perhaps who are already experiencing some compromise. But we absolutely believe that our dementia community is probably one of the most vulnerable communities, and that they warrant protection and they warrant the ability to continue to live their best lives. Getting COVID, unfortunately, is not the way to live your best life. There's increasing research around the realities of long COVID, so that there is certainly evidence coming out that there is, for even people who haven't had a diagnosis of dementia, evidence of cognitive decline post-COVID and that long COVID that we hear being talked about now. Also, lots of concerns about the vaccination itself, and just to clarify that, in fact, getting the vaccination, there is a very small chance of an increased risk of stroke as part of getting vaccination, but getting COVID for people with dementia has a 3 to 7 times risk of developing stroke.
It's a no-brainer.
So when you weigh that up, if you just look at one fact in isolation, you've got to put the two together and look at it, and you can see that actually if you increase your chances of getting stroke because you get COVID by such a significant margin, then the small risk for people getting vaccination is well worth.
Yep, absolutely. Darral, I can't help but think the impact of COVID on your service, Dementia Canterbury, it must have been huge so far.
It has been huge, and I mean it's been huge for us as an organisation, but of course it's been even more huge for people who are living at home with dementia and their care partners and family, because a lot of our services we cannot deliver during COVID. We have to really be cautious and careful. We, are potentially super spreaders going from home to home to home of people with dementia and bringing groups of people with dementia together. Wearing face masks is quite a challenge for a good percentage of our people with dementia, as is regular hand hygiene and social distancing. And people can do it in the moment, but maybe not continue to do it over a period of time. So most of our face-to-face groups for people with dementia haven't been able to happen during this lockdown. And we are doing some groups for carers, we are doing some education where we can have social distancing and masks in place. But it's quite a challenge. It's a challenge for people to actually converse and to pick up the non-verbal stuff that you get by seeing someone's face when you're talking. All our groups that we have with community partners like libraries and museums and garden centres, none of those can take place because our community partners are in the same boat. They can't offer groups. So many of our services are through the phone. Our team are contacting people, doing assessments by phone, teleconferences, Zoom, offering quite a lot of groups and interactional opportunities for people with dementia via Zoom. But of course, that's only so many people that can access those services. So the reality is that that social prescription that we value so highly for people with dementia is not possible in the same way during periods of lockdown or limited access to services. Unfortunately, the risk is too great for us to change until we get to the traffic light system. So once we get to orange or green, then our services will resume as usual. But for now, it is doing the best we can for the majority of our clients across Canterbury and the West Coast.
Must be a very worrying time for you, Darral.
It is a worrying time, John. It's a significant barrier to fundraising, of course, which is...
Yes, let's have a look at that, because I think this Friday and Saturday is your annual appeal.
It is indeed, and it's severely impacted by the current restrictions. Around 60% of the places that we usually collect are not happy for us to be collecting during level 2. So we have many less sites for the collection. The appeal is a really great opportunity for us to get in front of our community, for people to approach us and tell us their stories, how they've been affected, what they have experienced, and just to see us there and see a presence and be talking about dementia. So we're really disappointed that we can't get out and widely into the community, but we're hoping the community will get behind it, give generously when they see us, or go online and look at the opportunity to donate through our online website portal. Or if there's businesses out there that might be willing to have a bucket on their front desk or do a collection around their workplace, anything like that would be very gratefully received.
Good idea. So any businesses listening now, anybody running a business who has good volumes of foot traffic, get in touch, get a bucket.
Absolutely. Give us a call or send us a message through the website. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, nice one, Darral. Thanks so much for popping in. Darral Campbell from Dementia Canterbury.
Compass FM.